Returning back for our 3rd year. But oh no! Sirius Black has escaped from Azkaban. Rumors say that he's heading to Hogwarts, so the Ministry decides to let their depression-causing prison guards to hang out with a bunch of hopeful students that are dealing with enough stress with exams and stuff, but they're like, who cares about that? Okay, also this year we get to visit Hogsmeade.
Yay!
Entirely Wizarding Village. I swear, this is like the equivalent of like discovering the boba shop next to the high school. This is really, that's what it is.
Which they should have a magical boba shop.
Which I'm totally gonna head the first boba shop in magical Britain. I will not even need to go to school. I will just have to be able to sell boba and I will be so rich. Just saying, butterbeer, not for me. Tiff, you and me tried it at Universal. It was I don't want to say diabetes in a cup, but close to that. Things get really strict this year. Gryffindor gets the brunt of it. So the fat lady got attacked, and we hear that Ron gets attacked. And yeah, it just seems like anything near the vicinity of Harry Potter is just like a do not enter zone. But at least this year, we get a good Defense Against the Dark Arts professor.
Yeah!
Tiff's excited.
I am so excited.
We finally
have no idea.
2 years of dumbasses. We get finally one competent person. So Professor Lupin, he teaches us a lot more about magical creatures and how to defend ourselves against them. Since the Dementors are really affecting students, that is especially those who stress out easily, which at least me and Joey are, for sure.
Yep. I stress out like no other. Every time you come out of the dungeon. So you'd look like the man who lives underground in like that parasite house.
Oh yeah.
When it comes out.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
This fact!
We're like, Professor Lupin, could you please teach us how to defend ourselves against these Dementors? Because every time we're trying to study, they just come and ruin our lives. So he's like, okay, well, I am teaching Harry how to defend himself against a Dementor. Oh, it doesn't matter. I think I'll teach you guys too. Okay.
Extra classes.
So for your Patronus to form, you have to think of your happiest memory. With enough practice, your Patronus should take on a real shape. What shapes do your Patronuses end up taking?
My Patronus comes out to be a hedgehog.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
we can have a little hedgehog, like, charging through
Hell yeah.
an army of Dementors. Tiff, what does your Patronus become?
Well, to all of our surprise, because I feel like this is not a creature that anyone can see, but I got a Thestral.
Ooh.
Haunting-looking horse. Since we're all very haunted by it, Professor Lupin said that in order to have a Thestral Patronus, you're actually a very gentle and kind person. To which I doubt myself, but that's what he said.
Cool. Okay, so my Patronus is gonna be a Charmander.
What?
And with enough time, it will evolve into a Charizard.
That's great.
That is my starter.
That's great.
He's
great.
been with me through thick and thin.
So what does a Charmander say about your inner self?
Says, char. So this year, also from Professor McGonagall, we also learn about animaguses, which are people who can transform into animals.
Like herself.
Yeah. The three of us think this is way too cool magic that we cannot just learn about and not actually perform. We decide to figure out how to transform into animals ourselves. Because yeah, this year is the year we also learned of Marauder's Math, Wormtail, Mooney, Padfoot, and Prongs. So we're like the next generation of that. So cool.
We just don't have a fourth member.
Yeah, no, screw them. Their fourth member sucked ass. So
I agree. That's true.
So
I agree.
We don't need a fourth member.
That's true. We're stronger without one.
If you could transform into an animal, what would it be?
I will be a desert fox.
You like the desert?
I like the desert. I hate heat.
Oh god.
But
That's where
I
it
think
thrives.
it's the cutest fox. It has the biggest ears.
Yeah, they're the ones with giant ears.
Not that fox that Japan made into that strong arm fox. I thought that was so cute.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, foxes in Japan are cute.
Yeah.
They're
I was
really
like,
cute.
dang, look at this handsome man.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we have a desert fox tip.
I am a black kite, so I can just dig my talons into you guys and drag you away.
And I will be a red panda because they are so cute and easily scared. But yeah.
Are you easily scared?
We practice, and finally managed to transform into our animals. And because of that, the Dementors don't affect us as much. So we can finally get some outdoor time because it's too stuffy inside Hogwarts. So then we notice that there's this weird black dog that's been hanging around Hogwarts. Kind of strange because none of the pets that are allowed are dogs. It notices us because we don't really behave like real animals.
And in the wild, I don't think an eagle,
There would be an eagle.
desert fox.
Why
or
would there be a
red
red panda?
Why would there be a black kite and a red panda in Scotland?
And why would they be hanging out together? It notices us, and we notice it. And we're like, huh.
Okay, so I would pad foot towards him and pick up one of my paws and be like, sup.
So Sirius is infinitely confused.
So, yeah, infinitely confused is a good way to put it. So, he kind of knows his cover's blown. He's gonna take the risk and be like, yeah, I'm serious, guys. But, I am not the evil criminal guy that everyone's saying that I am. The more he talks, we kind of figure out that there's something to what he's talking about. Because if he really was this evil man, he could easily kill us there and no one would know, right? Mm-hmm. So he really is taking a chance on telling us this, right? Because he's just like, you know what? Like, I don't want to kill 3 students because I'm not a murderer, right? If I wanted to kill Harry, I would have done it already. Because at this point, he's already broken into the Gryffindor common room and attacked Ron / the rat. So he's saying, like, I genuinely only went in there to get the rat. The rat is the real killer here.
I would think, okay, so there's 2 ways to go about this. It's either we kill the rat or we don't kill the rat.
No, I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm a fox. I eat rats.
Okay, but you're a human at the end of the day.
Okay, so as we're like in front of Sirius Black, this desert fox literally brought up the idea, how about I eat him up?
That's what Crookshanks offered.
And Sirius be like,
Infinitely confused again.
well, part of me would love to see that happen. First, he would want to kill him himself. And
Okay.
second, his name will never be cleared if that happens, unfortunately.
Right.
So, freedom's kind of important to the guy. He's just like, you know what? Just give me like 3 days to find the rat. And if I can't find it by then or something, then I will leave. So, in that amount of time, we see shit going down. Buckbeak's executioner comes to the school. Harry's third wheeling Ron and Hermione. Sirius jumps in. True to his word, he goes after Ron and his rat. Lupin jumps into the tree too, and Snape follows him. We turn back into our animals and follow them into the tree.
Whoa.
Yeah, so in the little shadows there will be a black kite, a desert fox, and a red panda just chilling by the side. So basically, Sirius tells Lupin, Harry, Ron, and Hermione the same story he's told us. He just wants to reveal the rat as a human rat man. Snape gets knocked out, forcibly turn the rat back into a man, and it turns out Sirius was telling the truth. But then things go to shit, and Lupin turns into a werewolf.
Ah, God damn it.
The rat man turns back into a rat. And runs away. Yeah.
I want to at least bite his tail off.
You take the trees,
Yeah.
you take the ground, I take the sky. Go!
I just feel like I wouldn't be as skilled chasing after the rat as Joey.
Yeah,
Joey.
Yeah, Joey would do a better job, and I'll be able to offer eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will mosey behind.
That's not obviously. Don't look at like really cute. Like, no, you have to look at how how they hunt.
Oh, look at that.
They're still predators. They're not prey.
That's gonna be me.
Well, I'm going to put my talents to use. Unlike some shameless red panda that's just like rubbing its back against the grass field.
Okay, this is what we'll do. Okay, Joey runs after by land. Tiff pulls me up by air and drops me on top of the rat.
And you swat him.
Yeah, I swat the shit out of him. Harry and Sirius are getting attacked by Dementors. So we're like, time to use our Patronuses.
I choose you, Charmander.
Hey, that's mine!
You don't talk to me like that, you little piece of shit!
The year draws to a close. Sirius Black escapes. We know the truth, but we won't say anything. Because there's no one will probably believe us anyway.
We can still talk to Harry, Hermione, and Ron about it.
We could, but they're in a clique of their own.
So fuck them.
That's why we don't talk to them. That's how we know.
But we could screw with them. We're like, hey, that firebolt, I know who gave it to you.
Wink, wink.
Then they'll be like, oh shit. Mainly, I think we should just screw with Malfoy, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Because he was exceptionally terrible this year. Like, dude straight up tries to get an animal killed for his own stupidity. Yeah, Tiff, please claw him with your
Talon.
Yeah. As a red panda, I would probably poop in his shoe or something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bite him in the ankle. Like his Achilles heel. Like, I'm just gonna
Damn. Snap that.
Dude, it'd be so funny because he literally would be traumatized by all animals attacking him this year. You hate a teacher, fine, just like hate him in your own time, but like to get him fired, going as far as to actually getting the animal killed when it really was your fault. Like, I mean, I'm sure in his own demented mind he didn't think it was his fault, but still, I'm just like, this boy needs some poop in his shoe and talon to the head, probably.
Yes.
I'm missing an
Yes.
Achilles heel.
I'm going to scratch off the little amount of hair he has.
Sorry, Draco fans, by the way. Maybe we'll be nicer to him in future books, but this year particularly, no. Hey guys, thanks so much for being patient with this one. I ran into a few technical difficulties, but I'm finally glad it's out. Thanks again to my lovely commenters. You guys are the rock stars as always. And it might be a while before year 4 comes out because of what's happening with the coronavirus. The 3 of us have taken this self-quarantine pretty seriously, so it'll be a while before we're probably able to get back together again. Hopefully you'll enjoy the solo videos in the meantime, and I will have an outtakes video for this one, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment. Whatever you want to talk about, totally down for it. Seems like our online communities are more important than ever.